Hi, your oracle card is Mars motion and it is upside down. I rarely take upside down cards, but sometimes when they do come upside down, I tend to take them because in my belief, if you only take right side up cards, um, then you are muting the energies of the tarot deck or the oracle deck. Like half of their alphabets are gone, and that's why when it comes to an oracle card that is upside down, you should first read it right side up, and then you should read the antithesis of it, and then there comes the channeling part, which might or might not go totally opposite of what it actually means. Because when we are channeling energies with tarot cards, they are vehicles, like they are tools that we use, but the communication that is coming from the spirit guides or the guidance that I am bringing to you is about me receiving messages for you. It is between you and me. And just like how this camera is a tool for the information to get to you, the same way oracle cards, tarot cards, these symbolisms are tools for me to receive the information from the higher realms. So when it comes to Mars upside down, usually the first thing that comes to our mind, even when we look at the imagery, okay, it's fallen, so we are not. Nobody. Also, I forgot to show you that we also got an animal card, which is a pig. I have never seen a pink pig in my life. In India, pigs are just black. So I don't know. I haven't studied. I think it's called zoology. So I have no idea why they are different colors. So when it comes to Mars, Mars is the god of war, and war is fought when there is a need for it. Like universally or historically, wars have been fought because citizens, people never wants a war. They never want a war because they know that citizens are the ones who are going to suffer, whether it's economically or whether their loved ones or they themselves have to go fight the wars, and they might not make it. So the wars are started by the people who are at the top. So when it comes to Mars, the god of war was also son of Jupiter. So the king's son is called the god of war because the war usually starts, like the one who starts the war always starts at the top. The ones who are in control have the ambitions to either expand their boundaries or protect their boundaries from the things that are trying to invade them. And these wars are fought by the citizens. So when it comes to Mars being upside down, the motion upside down, you are being called to say, I am being called to tell you that it is not the time for you to suffer, because we do not always have to suffer. I saw this amazing reel yesterday. It was about a mother who is talking to a doctor, and the doctor is like, the baby as an a little boy who was maybe in first standard, second standard, and he's like, he's sick because he's stressed, let him rest and he'll be fine. And his mother is like, stress? A child has a stress? If he is stressing so much right now, what is he gonna do in future? And the doctor is like, first of all, everyone gets stressed. It is just part of survival. And second of all, parents just fearmonger. They just tell their children that life is hard and it keeps getting harder and harder and harder. So when children grow up, they grow up with the thought that life is gonna get harder and harder and harder from here. Like nothing would ever come easy. You have to fight for everything. And Taylor Swift said an amazing thing, which was, best people in life are free. The best things in life that satisfy you, fulfill you, bring you peace are free as well. Happiness is free, rest is free. But then we are told that if we don't fight for everything we have, if we don't fight every day, if we don't struggle every day, then we are not worth it. Then we are not gonna get our desires if we don't fight for it. Like, rather than thinking of struggle as something that is part and parcel of life, we think that struggle is the only way life can happen. Like, struggling does happen. Pain comes our way because it is supposed to teach us something. But if we think pain is the only thing in our lives, then we are missing the essence of life. Life is gonna have both pains and pleasures, good times and bad times, and we are supposed to learn and enjoy them both equally. It's like that your taste buds, sometimes they crave something bitter, something sweet, something spicy, something I guess sour, right? So that's how you need to color code yourself to want and accept all the different flavors that life has to offer you. So you are being called to not go to war for every single thing. Like, you don't have to think that you have to struggle for everything, because it's not a thing here, but I do know that in America they call this breakfast meat. So you don't need to be fed into the system and become a cog of the system just so you can be happy, because happiness is a state of mind. With that, we are gonna shuffle your tarot cards. I know I'm a little slow today. Breathe with me. Actually, rather than the few days that I have been reading these cards and energies, your energy is pretty straightforward. Like, you're not struggling or suffering. You just need a friend who would just tell you not to read too much into life. Like, life is supposed to have both. Wow, here I thought I was channeling Ace of Wands, and then we have Nine of Cups, and I'm gonna get you one more card, but off the top of my head, both of these cards are very similar in their imagery. I absolutely love this deck, by the way, and it is the deck by Tarot of the Divine by Yoshitani. It is an absolutely brilliant deck. The minute I saw this deck, I fell in love and I bought it. And so I have like one tarot deck. Look at these imagery and the colors. Everything matters when it comes to symbolism. So look at the colors of it. The red is so, what is the word? Glaringly obvious, is that the word? Look at it. There are so many colors, but the thing that is catching my eye is the color red. The reds and blues, it's so pretty, like all three of them together. But meaning of these cards could not be any more different than they are right now. So first card was Ace of Wands. As we know that in this world, when it comes to our physical needs, we tend to think of it as related to money only. Like, everything is bought with money and nothing else matters. And to an extent it is right, because we have created a society that depends on barter system and money and power and material goods and material needs, and even the demand in economy is first created by the companies and then fulfilled by those same companies. So yes, it is very normal for us to think about money as the ultimate god of 21st century, but it is not, because you are about to get an extreme opportunity. Like, this opportunity is not coming to you in the form of money, but it is a burning desire, like a thought that pops in your head and you write it down, or a thought that pops in your head and you plan it out. Like, I'm getting this I'm getting this image of an architect, or it could be an interior designer and architect, and he has a head, she has a hat, and they are standing in an open field and they are drawing. Like, they are literally planning out the future of so many families who are gonna work or live in that building. Like, like Google Center, or a huge enterprise that creates this huge office that helps so many people uh, earn their livelihoods. That's what I'm getting. Like, a person is creating something for so many other peoples to benefit from it. Oh my god, the capitalism thing came in my head, because what is happening right now, you're about to create something that has more value than money can offer you. Like, it's priceless. Like, the opportunity that is coming to you is absolutely priceless, and it is gonna help so many people in need. And when it comes to 9 of Cups, which is your next card, 9 is the fulfillment. Like, 10 is the end, but before you reach the end, think of it like, if you have wanted to have a particular phone or a particular jewelry, something for years. So in pursuit of receiving, in pursuit of getting that thing, that particular thing that you want to buy, or the thing you want to create or receive, in that pursuit you do a lot of things, you change a lot, you course correct a lot, and then ultimately comes the day, that time, that particular moment when you're about to receive it. And when you are in the process of receiving it, you are the happiest, you are on top of the world. Like, I remember when I was fulfilling a dream of mine, and I was like right there, and in my head I was there was this commentary going in my head, like, those people must be thinking you are amazing, because I think you are amazing. And yes, you might think this is narcissistic, but when you are in that moment of receiving what you have wanted all your life, you just feel like you have made it. In that moment you think all of your life has come together in one moment and become a star of your life, and nothing can be more than this. So that ultimate happiness is about to arrive when once this opportunity comes to you. But it's the 9, right? So I brought it up because 9s are the ultimate satisfactions. It is also 369, the ultimate triangle. So when it comes to 9s, it's the ultimate fulfillment of what your desires are. But once you receive it, the very next moment it just falls off. It's like it disappears. Once you have that thing, that the value doesn't decrease for you, and you would still love it, but it's like the pursuit is over. A human being has always valued the pursuit of happiness more than happiness itself. So this is the ultimate moment of pursuit. But when it comes to 10, it just tips over. It's like that mini death that we all know about, and the clarity that comes afterward. It's like that. So 9s are the ultimate happiness, and I say that because your final card is a major arcana card, which is strength. And strength, look, this reading has been very intense. It has touched on political aspects a lot, and I hope that I was very clear about what is strength and what your role in this world is and what you're feeling. Because when reality is shifting, and it is always going to be shifting. Like, no matter how much you think that the same things keep happening to you, you are not actually going round and round in circles, you're spiraling upwards. Like, of course you're gonna come across the same things, but you're gonna face it in a new way. You are gonna face the same situations over and over again until you completely learn the lesson and learn to destroy it and move ahead. So every time you choose and make the same decision, that is the moment when you can make a different decision and break the pattern. And when reality keeps on shifting, when it keeps giving you the things that you don't want to experience, you are supposed to understand. Like, you are supposed to, I'm going to give you a crystal. This is an egg. This is Narmada's egg. Narmada is a river, and we pray to that river. It is very sacred to us, and we also call this Shivlinga. So this is a stone from that river, and okay, in that river there is also this mandir of Mangal, and Mangal is Lord Mars. So this mandir is submerged, like half the year it gets submerged in this river, and it looks like this. It gets submerged and people go pray to it, and it is there because Mars is supposed to be the hottest planet when it comes to the gods that we pray to, because it's angry. The Lord is angry. It is the god of war, and it is continuously going through this struggle. Your card was upside down, by the way, I'm just telling you. The Lord Mangal, as in Mars, was so angry because it has to continuously go from war to war and war. It is seeing blood and suffering for people, and it doesn't know how to get over it. Like, we call it PTSD, and the same thing, gods knew about it in olden times, in ancient times, and they knew what wars can do to a person's psyche. So another god or a rishi told the Lord, who was also aspect of Lord Shiva, Mangal is, and he told him to go live in that river, like submerge half of your body in that river so that you can calm down, because river is water, right? And water also represents our emotions, so it helps you cleanse yourself, it helps cleanse your heart. And it's like when you are having a bad day and you take a shower, but these are lords, these are gods, they have lived for thousands of years, and they probably have a lifetime. Like, they are gonna live for thousands of years more, whether it be in someone's mind or whether in reality, nobody knows. So they say that eternally Lord Mangal lives in that river to calm himself, to let all those memories and that anger that he still has inside of him, that PTSD side effects that he's still suffering, the river Narmada keeps him calm. Her other name is Kaveri, the Nadi's name. So I got this right there, and it is wonderful that I happened to choose this stone for you when we were having this discussion, because when it comes to strength, you are supposed to understand that reality is gonna shift every single day, every single moment, especially when you make a new decision. And during that time, you're supposed to bring yourself together, like at one point, and understand this could go either way. This could be good or bad, you never know. You can get sick, but it is gonna be for the good of you. Like, you get sick and feel your weakest, and that's when you realize the importance of health, and then you start a new journey. So everything that is bad is gonna teach you something good, and everything that is good is gonna make you realize what could be bad in this world and what do we fight for. So when you see this princess, she is holding on to a prince who was cursed, and she was told that you would have the prince back. Her masculine self, she's the feminine half, the universe, and the masculine half as a human being. When we think of it in an Ardhanarishwar way, then the masculine half of her, the reality that we experience, and the universe, which is infinite. So the reality is shifting. If she holds on to this prince as he changes into different animals, carnivorous animals, look at it. There is a bear, a boar, and lion, a crocodile. Not horrible, carnivorous animals. The prince turns into carnivorous animals, and she's supposed to just hold on to him until he turns into a human being. She never knows how it is gonna go, but that is strength. You do not know where reality is going. The only thing that is holding you together is your desire and your greatest purpose that tells you that everything is gonna end the same way, with you being happy, at peace, and with it ending with you merging with the universe, with the God. So that was your reading, and I have never had a reading this amazing. I hope it brought the clarity that you needed, and I love you so much. Thank you for joining me and sharing this energy with me. Bye.